Hello Capricorn, welcome back to Cardelian Moon. I'm Lisa, as some of you may or may not know. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Oh dear, okay. Well, it's not oh dear, but okay. We'll see what comes up around it. I'm sure it will improve. I'm sure it will improve. Nobody panic. Okay, to all my subscribers new and old, thank you so much for your continued support and loyalty. It really, really does mean a lot to me. If you are new and you've never been here before, grab a chair, get comfy. Hopefully you will like what you see, and if you do, you'll hit that subscribe button. If all of you wouldn't mind either liking, sharing, or leaving me a comment below, any questions, anything you think about the reading, anything you'd like to see me do instead, like hopefully dressed, just let me know. Okay, Cabbies, this will be from the week commencing the 9th of September, yep, I got it, 2019. Okay. Too many. Right, let's start. Being a little too generous, you're not keeping a very good eye on your money at the moment, and this concerns me, and I'll tell you why, my darlings. It could either be your money or it could be your time and energy that you are being too generous with at the moment. You're literally giving stuff hand over fist, but the thing is that you are not working on replenishing your stock, so to speak. So whether this is with fundamental things within your day-to-day living or actually cash, okay, whatever you are giving away or you are sharing too freely, you're not replenishing. Okay, so do keep an eye on that, because I feel you could very, very quickly feel your physical energy or your financial balance drain, literally straight down the plug hole. All right, my lovely, so watch what you are doing there. Watch how much is flowing from you, like I said, whether it's financial or whether it is some physical attribute or something like that, burning the candle at both ends, something along them lines. Watch what you are actually giving away or being too generous or charitable with, because your stock is starting to run low and you're not replenishing that stock. Okay, let's see what else we got for you. Yeah, I got it. You fought your way through some sort of barrier, though. Something that was holding you back, you've now fought your way through, and it has now created a barrier behind you. It's almost like a rebirth in the fact that you have fought your way through. I literally feel you've gone like this. Okay, you've literally had to really push and push, and you know, like trying to open lift doors when the lift breaks down, and you've got to really get your fingers in there and really do that. I feel you have done that, and you have managed to push your way through, and you've stepped through, and these doors, so to speak, these metaphorical doors have gone right behind you. There's no going back now. No going back. Whatever was in that lift, elevator, whatever you wish to call it, however you call it, whatever it is in your part of the world, there's no going back into that now. No going back into that. And someone's thirsty. Hang on, let me grab this. I feel hangover. Someone's got a hangover. Oh, they've been drinking too much. Hangover. Yeah, it feels like hangover. Someone's hungover. One of you Cappies have been out partying. Did you spend too much money while you were out partying and realise you haven't got enough to pay your bills now? But yeah, this barrier you've pushed your way through. There is no, there's no going back now. It's like to the point that whatever this barrier was, whatever this situation was that was creating this barrier, it was stopping you from moving forward on the path in the way you are meant to be moving forward. It was really creating a block, and this block that it was creating was not only detrimental to you, though you may not have seen it at the time. It really was reached a point where it was suffocating, and I feel it was also to do with the fact of it may not have been so much what you thought other people might think, but whoever was involved in this situation, or whatever this sort of situation was, it's like people were watching it. People were watching it, and it was, you had to be careful how it was played. You had to be careful how it was, and I don't mean played as in with toyed with. You had to be careful how it went, because of not exactly the opinions of others, but the opinions of others. Your articulation is bang on today, Lisa. Bang on. Are you catching my drift though? I'm not really articulating that well. Hopefully something will do. I hope that's making sense. I want that one. Yeah, I'm hoping that's making sense. Yeah, see, and now you've got to try and hold on tight to what's yours. I feel, like I said, this barrier you've managed to push your way through. You may now you're out and through that barrier, through those elevator doors, lift doors, whatever you wish to call them, and they've slammed shut. You may not have as much as you thought you had, or you may feel that some things have been lost, and I'm not disputing the fact that they haven't, but it's, you've got to be quite miserly now, because all those things you gave away, and when you didn't replenish the stock for whatever reason, I'm not knocking you for it. I mean, I'm a Gemini and a blonde. Do you know what I mean? You'll be amazed how many times I get myself into situations where I'm like, I mean, especially as I do tarot reading, like, yeah, why didn't I think of that? Or why didn't I see that coming? You know, like, well, I should have thought that through before I'd done so and so, so and so. Little Miss Impulsive. Little Miss don't think of the consequences. So not knocking you for it at all, because trust me, I do not have a leg to stand on. But it's, yeah, so you may feel you don't have, what you do have is the necessities. You have the necessities, but it's pretty much the bare necessities, having gone through this barrier. So like I said, it is literally almost like a rebirth, where you are being, I know that sounds very dramatic, but it's like you're being born again. It's like you were on your path of life, and this barrier veered you so much off your path that the universe has literally come in and picked you up and gone bump, but all it could pick up was you and put you back to where you need to be now. What is properly right for you. It's like you were swimming against the current, and you couldn't get out of that current because there was too many people affecting that current, and you didn't want to let them down. You didn't want to. It's really bizarre. It's really hard to explain. And you knew that you were not worried that people were going to judge you on it as such, but that people would have an opinion. And there was this, like, what's the word? This one linchpin to it. This one linchpin to it that was something you felt you couldn't step away from. Something, there was one linchpin here. It may have been a person, it may have been a situation, that if you, the linchpin being like the weight that holds down the balloon, and if you separate from it, where would you fly off to? Do you know what I mean? But this linchpin was actually starting to drag your balloon down, you being the balloon. My metaphors get worse, don't they? I hope I'm making sense though. I do hope I'm making sense. Okay. Let's see what else we got for you, Cappies. Let's see what else we got for you. Oh, really? You don't start? Don't start? Don't start. Okay. Hang on. I've got to give him what I call a Vegas shuffle, I've been told. His Royal Highness, as I call him here. Yeah, some of you, if you're new, my guide sits here and we're rather facetious with each other. It's the way we are. It's the way we are. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm splitting it. Okay, Cappies. Let's see what else we got for you, my darlings. Let's see. Too many. Blaming my little fat fingers. Right, okay. Yeah, this is... You are going to feel upset. There is... How can I put it? Not so much upset, that's the wrong word. More a... It's going to feel a little boring for a while. I think because whatever this barrier was that kept you caught up in this almost like a drama, it's now that you're sort of reborn, you've pushed your way through this barrier, it's going to feel a little dull for a while, because I don't think you realised how much you got used to being sort of leeched upon. You got used to that. You got used to being leeched upon, and being leeched upon sort of gave you, believe it or not, in an unusual way, a sort of purpose, because you were needed. And now that you've been sort of reborn and you've pushed your way through this barrier and you can't go back to being leeched on anymore, it's like, shit, what's my purpose? What's my, yeah, you know? And also it is a change, and I'm well aware Earth signs aren't that happy with change, you know, but this is a change. But there is something being offered to you, something that is good. It may very well be a new relationship, okay, but it is good. It is a genuine offer of something that is coming your way, but you're a little I don't know whether to take it or not, you know, like once bitten twice shy. I don't really have much to offer at the moment. I'm a little bored and a little like. Can you see the vibe I'm trying to give here? Let me see what else I got for you. It's a little disconcerting that, you know, like there's this disconcerting vibe to everything for you at the moment, and it's because you feel you're not on solid ground, because you've come out of this barrier. Like I said, you've pushed past this barrier and you've only got bare essentials, and you feel that it's like learning to walk again. It's like it is almost like your legs have been swiped out from underneath you, and you're learning to walk again, and you feel, you know, you don't really have the aids to get you doing that again at the moment. You feel you don't. The thing is, you do. You have everything you need, believe it or not, but you feel you don't. And this is what is no matter what's offered to you at the moment, you're like, yeah, I'm not sure whether to take it. I'm not sure I'm ready. I'm not sure I've got the tools I need. I'm not sure how, but you got this. You got what's in you. You've got who you are. The core of who you are is still exactly the same. The core of who you are, but unfortunately, you are not fully in touch with the core of who you are at present. I'm not saying you won't get there, but this situation, this barrier that took you so far off onto the wrong course, has twisted it all up. Twisted it all up, my lovelies. Okay, let's see. Come on, what else have we got for our cappies? Lovely cappies, what else have we got? Told you, I'll be forever. There you go, working on what you need to work on. Getting your finances back in order. Getting your day-to-day life back in order. All of a sudden, this offer that comes in where you're like, yeah, I'm not too sure if I want to take that, and yeah, it might take me down the wrong path again. I'm a little, you know, I'm a little concerned, a little blah, blah, blah. Believe it or not, if this is a person or a situation, but if this is a person, this person is going to help put you straight back on your feet. Straight back on your feet. Get you back into your ambitious ways. Your ways where you are working on what you need to work on. This, where you might do one little bit of work and then you turn around and go, oh, actually, now I've done this little bit of work, I realise, actually, I still have this resource. I have this resource. I have this resource. That barrier, that thing that was blocking me before, that, you know, and when I was giving too much away and not replenishing my stock, and me thinking, you know, now that I'm through this barrier, all I've got is the bare essentials, which, yes, you have only got the bare essentials, but what you consider the bare essentials and what the bare essentials actually are more than what you realised. So once you start working on things again and putting your feet, grounding your feet back on that earth that you are so fond of, okay, you realise you do actually have more than you realised. You have more than you realise. Not only do you have more to give, but you have more in your day-to-day life that you may have very well forgotten about when this barrier steered you off onto the wrong path. Got that? Was that crystal clear? Good. Good, 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 good. Some of you may be dealing with the Virgo as well in your future. And some of you will be retraining your inner self. I feel there's some retraining in yourself. You've got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, which I decided to look at. So obviously there's a message there. So yeah, some of you are retraining the inner within yourself. But like I said, the core of you, the fundamental wick of you as a candle, is exactly the same. Still burns just as brightly, my darlings, and still burns for just as long. You've got this. You have got this. It's tough. It's a little tough, but trust me, you've got it. And you do have more than you realise. You've more than you realise. But well done on getting through that barrier, because that was tough. That was a struggle. That was a real struggle. But you have pushed that barrier and you have made your way through it, and there is no going back. If anything, that is your backdrop now. Should you ever tumble back again, you can never, it will stop you falling back any further. So if you are too generous or you give too much away, do you know what I mean? You won't deplenish your stock ever again. Ever again. Not as bad as it sounds. Deep, but not as bad as it sounds. It's going to be all right. Because like I said, you got more than you realise. All right, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns. I will catch up with you again very soon. Until then, you take care and look after yourself. Lots of love. Bye.